All right. Welcome to class for Wednesday, February
10th?
Sure, February 10th it is. Apologize if we got the date wrong.
We definitely got the date wrong.
Yeah. For Wednesday. Welcome. Good to have you here. Tonight, we're going to go back through, we've done yellow, orange, and green. Now we're going to do the blue belt techniques. The only thing we won't do is the fitness test and the nage no kara. So we'll do all of the techniques for blue belt. Now, one of the things that I think is really important, if you're looking for your blue belt, go back and start with the yellow belt test and make sure those are all on point. If your yellow belt throws are weak, your blue belt throws will be weak. So when you do any test, all the way up to brown belt, I'm going to ask for Taitoshi, Ogoshi, upon Seanagi, because if you can't do those, you're going to struggle with the higher level techniques. So if you're looking for your blue belt, stop this now, go back in the history on the posts on Facebook there. I think we did them as lives, so they wouldn't be on the
Yeah, they'll be on
YouTube.
Facebook, they won't be on YouTube.
Okay, so go through our Facebook page. As always, if you have any trouble, drop me a line, Facebook Messenger, info@medhatjudo.com, or call or text me at 403-580-6666. If you have any trouble finding them, just let me know. But go back through the yellow, and then the orange, and then the green, and then come back and do the blue.
And I promise we're not over-exaggerating. The very first throw I ever did in judo was Ogoshi, and it was on my black belt test.
Yeah.
I went back to day one.
Yeah, because if your Ogoshi sucks, half of the rest of these throws are going to suck.
All your Goshi waza.
Yeah. And that's why, I mean, one of the pieces of feedback I've heard is we spend so much time on the yellow belt throws. And we do, but it's because they're so important. So let's get started on blue belt throws. And remember, if you're looking at the Judo Canada Q grading syllabus, it's the belt you have. So if you're looking at blue belt throws, it's the one with the green border. Okay? Same thing up on these awesome posters that Scott got for us. You're looking at the throws with the green border. When I was getting ready for my, I believe it was my green belt test.
He was a master of the blue belt.
I come in and I got all the blue belt throws pegged. And Sensei Jay says to me, I've been asking him questions. And he says to me, like, why do you keep at, like, yes, these are good throws and it's going well, but why are you interested in these ones? You should be interested in the green belt ones.
You don't need a
So I pulled
Shimano
out
for your green belt.
Yeah, so I pulled out the book. I'm like, I am studying the blue belt or green belt ones. No, you're not. All right, so we'll begin with bow. We'll begin with Uchimata. Oh my goodness. I will do that one again. Step a little closer. There we go.
Uke tip. Feet spread.
Yes.
Sorry.
Inner thigh throw. Hanegoshi. Oh, this is a good one. A little closer. There we go. This is the one I'm making a table, lifting them up. Ushiro goshi. Come around here. He's a heavy guy. Ashiguruma. Is my foot on the ground for this one or up?
This is on the ground.
Okay. So just my toe. Tewaza. Harai Tsurukomieshi. So step with that foot. Good dive, thank you. And remember, Uke, don't dive.
Don't do what I did.
Yeah. Let Tori make the throw. So step this way. Awesome. Okuri Eshibarai, but moving backwards instead of sideways. Sorry, I keep having to move around the light, the way it shines on the lamination. Messes me up. Ah, Marante here.
Ah. Wait for the leg picks.
Hikomi Geishi.
Oh no.
Okay. Oh, that was terrible.
Those are hard to do onto a mat.
We're gonna do this.
So yeah, we're gonna do this.
So the tell for this one, hang on, I'm just gonna make sure you're in frame. One step back, half a step forward. Awesome. All right. The tell for this one, as he bends over, I can see the top of his head. Head down. Hikomi Geishi.
That is the simplest way to do it. Doing it from standard gripping is really hard.
Sumi Geishi.
Woo!
I like that one. Kuchiki Teoshi, you don't want this back there.
Oh
Stand in front of it, and I just want to make sure we're framed okay. Awesome. All right. Kuchiki Teoshi. Step this foot forward. There we go. And let's come around here, and we'll do it this way. Here we go. Step this foot forward.
Just like in the leg picks video.
This foot forward. Kibisi Geishi.
Let's
Oh, Ichigeishi. Here. Oh, here. Then we'll go this way. Try that once more. Whoa. There we go. When you do the test, you get to stop and say, can I do that again? So I'm taking the same privilege. All right, we'll go through the chokes in just a second. Uchimata, inner thigh throw. Kazushi forward. Step deep. Foot in here. Other foot comes around, and then this foot lifts up. Like that. If I'm doing the throw, I step this foot even deeper.
Does which leg I hit matter?
No. If I step in deep and I catch this leg, that's fine too. As long as my sweeping leg comes back, it's all good. The other thing to keep in mind is this is not, I'm not using this leg to execute the throw. I'm not coming in using this leg to twist them over. It's still a Goshiwaza. I'm lifting. Oh, sorry about that.
That's okay.
And this leg guides him over. So if I do Uchimata without the leg sweep, it still works.
Like we said in the Goshiwaza video, this is an Ashiwaza, but it acts like a Goshiwaza.
Yeah. All right. Hanagoshi. Hanagoshi. Up. Fast. And its translation is spring hip. So up, fast, and I'm coming in, lifting his leg with mine. So my leg's like this, and I'm lifting him up and then turning him onto the mat.
You'll see Sensei and I like to come over top like this. Keeps him close. If
Yeah.
he's out here, the throw doesn't happen.
gonna suck.
It just doesn't happen.
Yeah. Shirogoshi, reverse hip. So that's where he comes in, I stuff him, and one of those you want to get nice and low. Lift, pop his hips out, and drop him to the mat.
You'll almost never get as low as you aim. So if you aim super low, you'll generally end up right where you want to be.
Ashiguruma, leg wheel. Another Tewaza, hands just like Taitoshi. Not down, they're up and out. Haraitsu Komiyashi, that's just like Okuriashi Barai, but where Okuriashi Barai goes sideways, Haraitsu Komiyashi is for when we're stepping backwards. Everything else is the same. Tsurite lifts in and up. Hikite pushes into his hip. I just do it backwards, and that's how I throw him.
That one may have been a little unclear when we demonstrated it earlier, because it's hard to get that one on camera and make it look different.
Murote Gary, that's the leg pick video. Remember, and go through the leg pick video for a whole bunch more detail on these, but remember Tsuroko Zenyo. So if I come in and I try to just lift him up to drop him, oh my goodness, that's way more work than it needs to be. I'm gonna put my shoulder into his belly, and I'm gonna push him back on his heels, and then I'm gonna pivot. So I'm gonna push forward with my shoulders while I pull back with my hands, and it's really easy, and I don't have to lift him up. Hikomi Geishi, around here. So the tell for this is, I can see the top of his head. The tell for this is I can see the top of his head. I'm going to stuff him underneath, and my arm's going to come up, so his head goes under my armpit. My arm comes up behind his armpit. If you're uke, remember two things. Number one, don't reach out and try to catch yourself. Keep it wrapped around here or keep it in front. The other thing to remember is keep your head tucked, because we're going to go over that shoulder, okay? So I'm going to step in, I'm going to catch this, and over he goes. And remember to turn yourself sideways and roll over this way so you don't drive Uke's head into the mat.
And if you have this happen to you in a tournament and you're trying to think of how to escape, you don't.
Yeah.
If you've ended up here, enough other things have gone wrong that you're not escaping.
You're probably going to lose
The
this.
primary escape to this throw, keep good posture and keep good grips.
Yep. Sumigeishi. I'm going to that corner now. But otherwise, very similar. This one's in and up. I step nice and deep, deep enough that when I fall down, I don't want to step out here. I want to step deep enough that as I fall down, that's what creates my kazushi. So fall down, and over he goes. And these ones are actually really nice from the point of view of uke, because they're just Zenpo Kaiten.
It just makes me do a break.
Tomonagi, Sumigeishi, they look really flashy, but if you do them right, you just do a break fall over top of Tori.
And with Sumigaishi, an important thing to remember, it is a lot like Tomonagi, because I'm swinging under. So I pull him forward as I do that swing. That'll get you your kazushi. If you try to lift up, you'll end up in weird places.
Fair enough. And like Tomonagi, it's all about getting your center of gravity past his. Kuchiki Teoshi. Again, go back to the leg pick video. The short version is, this leg comes up, and I'm taking him back that way. I'm going to put his foot down, otherwise he's not going to be able to stand up that low. I'm taking him back that way, so I'm getting his weight on the heel. Everybody knows the demonstration I do where I stand on this foot and I say, sweep the foot. Nothing with your hands, but sweep the foot. And people kick my foot really hard and it doesn't go anywhere. And now sweep the foot, because my weight's not on it, it's easy. So I'm doing the same thing with his foot, only I'm taking him backwards. So I'm getting his weight off this foot and onto that heel. This foot forward. And then sweeping it out, because his weight's mostly weight is way back here like this, sweeping that out is very easy. Kuchiki Teoshi, same thing, his weight is going to come back to that corner, and that's going to get all the force off that foot. So I'm going to step back, grab here, and just like rowing a boat. And then Ouchi Geishi, remember, Geishi is a counter. Which way are you coming in? This way? All right, so Geishi is a counter, so I stuff his Ouchi Geri, I take that foot, and I turn him.
Popular variations include just doing uranagi as well.
Yep,
If you know
works.
that, just do that.
Yep. All right. We're going to push this out of the way. Ryote Jime. Remember with chokes, I'm kneeling, he's sitting. Gives me more control, and if he starts to pass out, I got a good grip on him. The other thing is I'm remembering tapping right quickly. So, hands back far enough that when I turn my knuckles in, I'm pushing on the blood vessels on the side of his neck, not on his Adam's apple. Press on his Adam's apple, you injure him. Someone who has the airway cut off is going to freak out, whereas if you do it properly as a blood choke, it feels like pressure, and so he's not going to fight near as hard. And it takes like many times over the pressure to collapse these rings of cartilage that go around your trachea that it takes to just squish the blood vessels. So Siroko Zenyo again. So grab on the sides, turn my knuckles in. Tsukome Jime, quarter. There you go. Thrust choke. Give me some gi there. Ethan's gi is a little too small for him. Kind of like Okuriyuri Jime, only this hand comes down, this hand up and across. I took the wince as,
Where these tight tournament gis,
yeah,
these are harder to do.
yeah, just get that.
Okay,
Okay, so where's the camera? Move your body this way a touch. Awesome. Remember, start with a good Keisagatami, position before submission. So if my Keisagatami sucks and I start heading for an armbar, he's just going to get out of my Keisagatami and turn it around on me. So I have a good Keisagatami, put his arm down. My other option, if his arm is up this way, is I get it under that, and Ethan's not that flexible, so I'm not going to do that to him. If he's really flexible and his arm is up this way, I can do Urigarami from here with my knee. Hizagatami is an armbar with the knee. And then the last one, Sankaku Jime. Leg up, arm across. So one leg latches over the other, and you didn't see it, but I grabbed this leg to pull myself sideways. So if I'm quartering away from him, I'll get a much stronger choke. That's one you want to see from somebody with longer legs. Ethan and I both struggle with that one because we got short, stubby legs.
When we do it, our legs are big enough that if we catch it, it works really well. It's just catching it in the first place.
Just
is a little
catching
hard.
it. So that's Blue Belt. If you have any questions at all, as always, drop us a line. I'll get it to one of the senseis and somebody gets you an answer to a tweet. Facebook comments, Facebook Messenger, email, info@medhatjudo.com, or call or text me at 403-580-6666.
And do 3 million burpees.
And be ready for a lot of burpees. What's the fitness test for this?
Insane.
17 plus. You need to be able to do 29 in less than a minute.
Yeah, I remember these all being kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. All right, that's the Blue Belt test. If you got any questions, give us a shout. In the meantime, thanks for tuning in. Have a great night. Okay, shut it off. Turn it on again and move the brown belt.